fed up. I kept seeing all these excuses, these similar instances every day. People having self-serving attitudes, people having ego, people not taking responsibility or not admitting when they're wrong. So I started recording all these incidents over and over again, and I developed 60 pages of incidents. And that's what really got me to write the book. So then I asked myself, this stuff seems like common sense. So whatever happened to common sense? And this is the answer I got. Common sense, ironically, is very uncommon. And when I look back upon where we were maybe a long time ago, people just seem to have more common sense than they have today. So, you all know who this guy, most of you know who this guy is. Lou Holtz, famous football coach, coached Notre Dame. He's also a sports analyst. Hadn't seen him around much, but he's older. But he came up with a quote that really hit home and kind of made me realize what was going on in today's environment. And this is his quote. 50 years ago, we had duties and responsibilities. Now people think they have rights and privileges. And you know what, when you think about it, where we were 50 years ago, it seems really true. And there's a lot of different reasons as to why this is happening and why this is evolving. And all these, I have a bunch of things that are all kind of working together, and they're intertwined to cause this situation. So how did we evolve? I've identified 9 areas that have really kind of contributed to more of our self-serving attitude and selfish society. Government, special interest groups, you can read these. I'm not going to read them. Education, religion, all these are working together to cause what I say is a more self-centered society. First, government. I think government breeds entitlement in a way that what they're doing and some of the things that they're doing, and people now feel like they're entitled to receive stuff. And therefore, the government is channeling dollars into handouts. So my point on this, I think it's good. The government does need to help people. And I'm all about helping people. I'm all about providing an education for the government to people, that the government would provide to people. But the problem is there's no endpoint. There has to be an endpoint. So for instance, let's say I want to provide you with a degree in computer science at a community college. The government might fund that. At the end of the day, I'll help you get your degree. I'll help you find a job. But after that, you're on your own. If you choose not to do it, I'm not going to help you anymore. That's what I mean by an endpoint. You know, I see on these TV shows, I don't know if you've ever seen this, My 600-Pound Life. When you look at that show, and these people get bigger and bigger, these people who are supposed to be helping this person that's grossly overweight just keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. And that's what the government does. It just feeds and feeds people without giving them some type of endpoint. You know, when I do presentations, I do it in front of a lot of people, probably giving dozens of presentations. I ask people in the audience this question. So, what political party are you associated with? And I turn the microphone to this person, and what do they tell me? It's silent. I go to the next person. It's silent. Why? Well, the reason why I think people aren't telling you what political party you are is because if I said I was Democrat or Republican, you would automatically put me in a box. I can't think outside that box. And if I do, I get ostracized by the other party. So the political system has become so polarized that we can't get things done. And there's no give and take. There's no handshake. That just doesn't work. There's no median. It's always heads I win, tails you lose. And we can't operate that way. And so this is a great statement by John F. Kennedy. Let us not seek the Republican answer or the Democrat answer, but the right answer. Let us not seek to fix the blame for the past. Let us accept our own responsibility for the future. What's that mean? It means we need to work